Welcome to Find Myself Free, the podcast. I'm Ellie Young, alcohol-free life coach, mom, and athlete. I'm dedicated to helping others change their relationship to alcohol by sharing my journey of transformation. Fascinated by my own capacity for change after decades of gray area drinking, I'm passionate about sharing what I've learned from neuroscience and positive psychology to help you break free from the drinking cycle and unlock your true potential. Hear my personal stories of triumph and struggle as I navigate raising two boys, finding myself after 40, building a business, and doing it all alcohol-free. From women's health and cycle syncing to fasting and biohacking, this podcast is your roadmap to a healthier, purpose-filled life that starts with changing your relationship to alcohol. It's time to embrace change, find balance, and create the life you were meant for. Welcome to Find Myself Free. Now, the holidays can be a whirlwind of too much drinking, overeating, sugar overload, late nights, and stress. And by the time January rolls around, you might be feeling bloated, fatigued, anxious, and down in the dumps. The combination of all that indulgence takes a toll on your body, especially your hormones, and it can leave you feeling drained and out of balance. But the new year is the perfect time to hit the reset button. Now, imagine waking up refreshed and clear-headed without the fog of regret or exhaustion weighing you down. You feel light in your body, free from bloating, and your mind is sharp and focused. You're no longer white-knuckling it through cravings. Alcohol doesn't hold power over you anymore. You know exactly what your body needs to feel balanced and calm, and your hormones are finally working with you, not against you. No more mystery PMS, surprise mood swings, or random energy crashes. You're in tune, in control, and full of gratitude for how far you've come. Your body feels nourished, your spirit feels peaceful, and your confidence is soaring because you know you did this and you're never looking back. This could be you. I am so excited to announce Nourish and Flourish, my New Year's program that is a game changer for women ready to hit the reset button and transform their health. Let's face it, trying to stop drinking, balance your hormones, and feel your best while juggling life can feel overwhelming. Alcohol is a sneaky crutch that affects your hormones, energy, and mood. You might be struggling with stress, weight gain, fatigue, and disrupted sleep, and not even realize alcohol could be part of the problem. The good news, with the right mindset shifts and detox strategies, you can break free, reset your body, and restore balance. My new program, Nourish and Flourish, is designed to help you first detox the holidays, reframe your relationship with alcohol, and balance your hormones. They are all tied together. And when you get there, you can take back control of your mental and physical health so you can lose weight, feel energized, be clear-headed, and ready to take on what's next. It's time to start the year feeling your best. Let's reset, recharge, and thrive together. Head over to my show notes and click the link to join Nourish and Flourish, where you will get my early bird discount rate. The program will run January 6th through the 31st, and I've never done this before, but you will get access to both of my signature courses, Brave and Balance, when you sign up for Nourish and Flourish. This comprehensive program is a game changer to help you detox, ditch alcohol, and get your hormones balanced. This is your year. I hope you join me. What's up, everybody, and welcome back to Find Myself Free. And it is December, and I am so into detox right now, you guys. As if you've been following along, I was diagnosed with Hashimoto's. I've been knee deep in science and learning as much as I can about this. And it's basically led me to eliminate gluten and dairy in my diet. I never thought I ate a lot of gluten or dairy, but once you get actually really strict about it, it's a lot harder than it looks. And so detox has kind of been a big part of my healing journey right now. And I recognize too that as these months, the holiday months are here, we are heavily, our livers are working overtime. There is so much, even if you are alcohol free, you are still being bombarded with sugar, lots of processed foods, lots of parties, lots of late nights, lots of stress. Our bodies are working overtime and we need to help detox. And so I have been also, I started my integrative and functional nutrition courses, which has been so awesome. It's really dense material, but I love it. And there's a big component of detox that is so it's just such a key part of your overall wellness. And I think one of the biggest things that I'm taking away from this is that I used to always see detox as um, something I would do like post vacation or after a big binge drinking, weekend or holiday, like, anytime you kind of did it as a one-off, right? It was like, oh, I really need to detox. And sometimes you'd get extreme. You'd be like, I'm just going to go buy one of those juice cleanses and I'm not going to eat for 3 days and I'm going to do only drink juice, and it was always so extreme. And how effective were these? Maybe temporarily, right? But a lot of times they were just so centered around deprivation and also centered around a shame, like, oh, I really need to punish myself right now. And so I really want to change your mindset around detox because it's something that should be a daily practice. Not only is it essential for your hormonal health, which is so integral in your 40s, in the perimenopause phase when your hormones are really kind of going haywire, but it's such a key component of just your overall wellness because we live in toxic worlds and our bodies, our livers need support. We have to support the organ whose job it is to be detoxing all of these elements. And when you are doing a good job at detoxing, everything starts to function in your body better. And so it really is like about homeostasis in your body. Your body is intuitive. It is super, super smart. It knows what it needs nutrient wise, and it knows what it needs to eliminate. But if you are hindering your body's ability to actually eliminate toxins, all of that stuff just builds up in your system and it creates inflammation. It creates insulin resistance. It creates weight loss resistance. And it's basically the crux of so many chronic conditions in our body. And so detox is just something that you should start to see as like this just daily ritual that you do, little tiny practices. It doesn't have to be extreme. It doesn't have to center around deprivation. It can be just like a regular part of your routine. And so what are the key components of detox I want to streamline this information for you. I want you to kind of get the basics of it so that you understand like all of it is generalized to be prioritizing your liver, to be supporting your liver with love. And so while your liver is working overtime, basically it's helping to metabolize alcohol, sugar, and your hormones. And so one of the best ways we can start the simplest thing you can do every day is to just drink lemon water. Start the day with warm lemon water. In order to habit stack this, which is basically a tactic that allows you to take a habit that you already have, which for most people in the morning is getting your coffee, and put this new habit that you want to integrate right next to it. So you are putting your lemon water out in the night before. You put the lemon there, you put a warm glass of water there and just let it sit there and just be like, and then it's ready to go right when you make your coffee. You're like, oh, that's right. I'm going to have lemon water first thing this morning. Okay. Another key component here. So overall, we're supporting the liver. One of the big things you can do is to hydrate better. Everyone's like, oh, I know I need to drink a certain amount of water, yada, yada, yada. Drink at least half your body weight in ounces of water. Okay. That's hard to do. And it's also one of those habits that I've noticed with myself is like, I'll be really good about it for a certain number of days and then I'll fall way off. This is in the past. I'm much better about it now. So now I have my big water bottle. If you don't have a really awesome big water bottle, ask for one for Christmas. Don't make it plastic. Get a bottle that is not plastic. And get electrolytes. Ask for electrolytes for Christmas. The brand that I'm using now is called Feel Goods. And I switched to this brand from Element, LMNT, because they don't have natural flavors. And it also has a whole bunch of other vitamins and minerals that they add to it. It also has adaptogens. It has theanine. So it's just a much more nutrient dense electrolyte. And I add it to my water every day and I drink it all day long. So why does this matter? Okay, dehydration causes bloating, poor sleep, and hormone imbalance. Why are we dehydrated? Well, alcohol is a mineral thief. It makes you pee more. Alcohol is a diuretic, meaning it makes you go to the bathroom more often. And with all that peeing, your body is basically flushing out the essential minerals like magnesium, potassium, zinc, and calcium. Um, Additionally, alcohol actually blocks the absorption of nutrients. So you might be eating really healthy. This was me before I stopped drinking. I was like always very healthy. I didn't know as much about nutrients as I do now, but I was always eating all the healthy stuff. I was, obsessed with organic. I was, trying to not eat carbohydrate, not eat processed foods, but I was pounding alcohol. I was specifically drinking a lot of tequila because I thought it was the cleanest alcohol, which is an oxymoron. Clean alcohol is essentially, it's a toxin. It's a poison. You can't have clean poison. I'm sorry. So even if you are eating healthy, alcohol can make it harder for your body to absorb the nutrients from your food properly. And minerals are super important for hormone balancing as well, because as alcohol is depleting it, your body is then now struggling to keep these hormones in check. It leads to low energy. It leads to weaker bones because you're depleted of calcium, and the low energy is because you're depleted of magnesium and you're struggling to sleep. And all of these hormone imbalances are going to just think crazy PMS. You probably noticed when you are hungover or when you've been drinking a lot, your PMS is worse. It's all the things combined. It's raising your cortisol levels. It's disrupting your sleep. It's raising your estrogen, and it's squashing your progesterone. So alcohol is like enemy number one when it comes to your hormone imbalance. And furthermore, it's depleting you of all of these minerals that are so essential to so many different functions in your body. So I digress. Let's move back to why this is such a key component of detox is to re-mineralize your body. It is going to basically help you replenish all of those minerals that are going to help you restore hormone balance. It's going to rehydrate you. It's going to eliminate the bloatedness, and it's going to help with all sorts of important functions, sleep. It's going to help you metabolize things better. It's remineralizing is so key. What I've learned in my studies recently is that most people are depleted in a lot of these key minerals. And so you might be taking them, think you're taking enough of them supplement wise, but you have to also try to get them in your diet. Your body always absorbs things better when you are eating it versus when you are taking a supplement. So just something to keep in mind. Next up in the detox strategy, something I want you to keep in mind again. So again, we're not focusing on just eliminating everything. It is really about adding stuff in. We are adding in minerals to help us boost our electrolytes. We are also going to be adding in more omega-3s. So your omega-3s are your healthy fats. So you've heard about omega-6s, perhaps. Those are also, what a lot of people don't know, although they are considered the bad omegas, they are still essential, but they are essential in a ratio of omega-6s to omega-3s. So most people's ratios are way high in omega-6 and way low in omega-3s. Omega-6s come from all of the inflammatory seed oils, okay? And this is like all of the processed food essentially has a lot of these omega-6s in it. So we need to eliminate as much of that processed food and then also boost our omega-3. So this is your avocados, your walnuts, salmon, flax seeds to your meals. Like imagine omega-3s as a soothing agent to inflammation in your body. So not only is it going to ease the inflammation that occurs when you are probably detoxing from a lot of bad food, late nights, partying and stuff, it basically is protective. It helps your body fight that inflammation and soothes it. So it also helps to kind of that balance the omega-6s in your body, which omega-6s are inherently inflammatory to your body. So this is what you're doing to help counter that. Inflammation is at the root, again, of a lot of our chronic conditions. And so this is one thing that you can do to really help soothe that in your body. Okay. The next thing that I want you to add or boost in your diet is antioxidants. So antioxidants, you might know these as like all the berries, leafy greens. It's also your dark chocolate, your green tea. This is, again, important for inflammation. We are looking to calm that inflammation in our bodies. And it also is going to help aid your liver in further detox. So some of the best antioxidants that are also going to help support your liver are cruciferous veggies. These are superstars. So you've heard me talk a ton about cruciferous veggies if you've been following along with my hormone balancing stuff. But let's get into the details of why cruciferous veggies are so important. So your cruciferous veggies are your broccoli, your kale, cauliflower, Brussels sprouts, arugula, I think is also in there. They are liver superheroes. So when it comes to detox and hormone balance, this is what they contain. They contain a special compound called sulforaphane and indole 3 carbonyl. Okay, that's a mouthful. You don't need to know that, but think of these as like little cleanup agents that are helping your liver process and break down toxins more efficiently. And so they work on the toxins, and then additionally, they help support the metabolism of estrogen. So your body needs to get rid of the excess estrogen in your body. So alcohol is raising your estrogen, stress is raising your estrogen, and so your body is like, "Whew, we got to get rid of all this excess." And if it doesn't, the estrogen can kind of build up and cause issues like bloating, mood swings, weight gain, fatigue, insomnia, all the things, right? So these veggies essentially are going to help your liver turn that estrogen, metabolize it into a form that can be safely eliminated through your gut. So it is like I incorporate cruciferous veggies into almost every single meal, and you're going to get antioxidant support. You're going to get this sulfur containing compound that is going to help metabolize estrogen. It's going to support your liver. And just make sure you're getting your cruciferous veggies. If you can incorporate 2 per day, you are crushing it. Essentially, also, these veggies help to boost the detox pathway. So the liver, again, this is a lot of science, but the liver has 2 phases of detox. It's kind of like a 2-step cleaning process. And the cruciferous veggies also help to activate the enzymes that are supporting both phases of this. So it ensures that your liver can handle the toxins and the hormones properly. Okay. It is basically just like boosting up that liver support. Also, last but not least, they are high in fiber. Cruciferous veggies are a they're a powerhouse. They're a powerhouse. This fiber is going to help flush out the excess estrogen. It's going to help flush out the toxins. It's going to ensure that you are eliminating all of the work that your liver is doing to actually like break down these toxins. You need to then eliminate it, and the fiber is going to help you do that. So basically, these veggies give your liver the tools it needs to clean up and keep your hormones balanced. So eat up your cruciferous veggies, okay? Let's see here. So we talked about our omega-3s, calming inflammation, supporting our hormone production. Ooh, and they also boost mood and brain health. Next up, we talked about our antioxidants. Okay, the more colorful and varied, the more antioxidants you get, which is awesome. Your gut health also loves variety. The more variety you can include, your gut health is just going to improve. The more microbes you're putting in there, and when you are eating a wide variety of, cruciferous veggies and antioxidants, colorful veggies and fruits, then your gut actually craves more of that. When you are eating the crap, the gut bacteria and there crave more crap. It's like you're feeding, it wants more of what you've created in there. So that's why the detox is so important. We're going to clean out and eat all of this new nutrient dense food that is going to crave more of the same, and you're going to start feeling better and better. All right, what is next up? So, okay, the last part of our detox strategy here is to move your body. We want to be moving. We want to be sweating. Okay, so why is this super important? We all know how important exercise is. It is the most underrated way to boost depression, to boost your mood. It's going to boost dopamine. If you can get outside in the sunshine, it is like a double whammy of dopamine boost. Plus, you're going to get that vitamin D, another crucial micronutrient for so many different processes in your body. And that is one of the that nutrient, vitamin D, is one of the most, like, people have the biggest deficiency in, that I've learned here in my studies, which I think is interesting. And so I supplement vitamin D3 and K2. It's better absorbed when you take both together. I use a brand from Symbiotica that I like. It's a liposomal delivery. I do not know what that means. I have bought into the marketing of that, but it's like a liquid. I just squirt it on my tongue. And it's tasty. It's actually tasty. And I'm putting it in everybody's stocking this year for my family, because mostly my parents, I'm trying to get them to be healthier. So where I lost my train of thought. Okay, so detoxing and boosting mood through movement. We want to encourage sweating. Sweating is another detox pathway that is going to help eliminate things in your body. One of the best tricks, though, is to open up the detox pathways of your skin. Your skin is another organ of detox. But if you have a bunch of dry skin on your body, your pores are clogged and closed. So we want a dry brush to open up the detox pathways of your skin, which is going to help you sweat and eliminate toxins through the skin. Sweating it out in saunas or hot yoga sessions, getting outside with the sunshine and getting that dopamine. These are all key components to your detox that should become daily practices. And last but not least, of course, your sleep and resetting that nervous system. Why it matters. Quality sleep is at the top of the pyramid when it comes to regulating your cortisol, regulating your metabolism, your insulin levels, your blood sugar, your weight, and your hormone balance. Sleep is sitting at the top. And unfortunately, when we are drinking a lot of alcohol, when we are stressed, when our hormones are a wreck, our sleep gets disrupted, and it's like this vicious cycle. And so doing everything you can to create a really healthy bedtime ritual, the same way you would put a baby to bed. You want to have your screens off. You want to have the lights dim. You want to take deep breaths. You want to drink warm tea. You want to give yourself a bath. I always tell my clients about taking care of themselves like they would a newborn baby, because we forget. We forget that we need the same level of care. And instead, we do almost the opposite to ourselves late at night. We drink caffeine all day long. We eat things maybe right before bed that are going to disrupt our digestion, raise our blood sugar. If you're drinking alcohol at night, I mean, that's just, terrible for your sleep, terrible for your cortisol levels, your hormone health, your insulin levels, blood sugar levels. I used to do all of these things. I used to eat late at night while drinking. I used to fall asleep on the couch, wake up really grumpy, then, struggle through bedtime with my kids, and then go to bed kind of flustered and feeling ashamed of myself. Like, not a good, healthy routine. Now my bedtime routine, honestly, I take time away from the family. And I'm able to do this because my boys are older now. And I know it's a little harder to do if you have little ones, but I step away and I have some alone time. And sometimes I don't do a lot of elaborate stuff. Maybe once a week I'll do some more of like self-care with like a mask or something like that. But it's really just time alone to get into my jammies, wash my face, brush my teeth, lay in my bed. I fall asleep a lot of times before a lot of my family, and then they come and tuck me in now. My boys are 11 and 13, and to be honest, sometimes they sleep with me. Sometimes one of my kids will, the little one will sleep with me because he goes to bed earlier like me, and my husband and my 13-year-old want to stay up a little bit later, but I'm such a sleepyhead. I go to bed at like 9:30. And so the little one will come sleep in my bed, and it's great. I love it. And it keeps me really connected to my kids, actually. So um, that is my bedtime routine. I do watch shows. Right now, I'm watching Outlander. I know I'm a little late to the game on this one, but to be honest, it's such a treat to go and retreat into this like fantasy world with my Scottish sexy man that I love. And I've totally looked him up on all media forms now, and I'm very much enjoying this guy. I forget his name right now. It's like a Scottish name, but he's awesome. And we all need our little fantasy worlds, right? So detox, you guys, I really want to get you back into this mindset that detox isn't something that has to be extreme. It can be nourishing. It could be incorporating tiny little daily practices into your routine and knowing the science behind it, knowing why these are the three components I really want you to focus on. Remineralizing. So don't just drink water, drink electrolytes, boost those key minerals that are going to help all of the processes in your body, especially your hormone balance. Okay. The next step is adding those omega 3s, making sure you're getting enough. Omega 3s do come from a fish oil supplement, but it is not as absorbed as we want it to be. If you are low in omega 3s, which actually, when I did my functional lab work, I was low in omega 3s, and I was surprised because I thought I'm eating a lot of these things, but I'm not eating enough. Three days a week, they said you should be eating fish, and this is wild fish. So that is definitely something I am going to up. I was taking a fish oil supplement, but not regularly. I struggle taking it because you want to take it with food, and I was doing a lot of intermittent fasting prior to my diagnosis with Hashimoto. So I am not doing intermittent fasting right now because it's not recommended in the beginning when you are trying to get your thyroid antibodies under control because it creates too much stress on the body. So I am not doing intermittent fasting. I'm really focusing on nourishing and supplementing myself with the things that are helpful for Hashimoto's. I'll do a whole podcast on Hashimoto's when I'm ready. I really want to dial in the information so that I can really speak to it effectively, what's working for me. And I haven't had it long enough, to be honest. I mean, I haven't been treating it long enough to know what are the best things, what are the things that are working. I want to get my blood work done again in about a month so I can see if what I've been doing has actually worked to reduce my thyroid antibodies, meaning my immune system is no longer attacking my thyroid so aggressively. So these are the tips, you guys. What did we talk about? So remineralizing, we talked about boosting your omega-3s and boosting your antioxidants. When you are making a plate of food, I want you to look at it and say like, okay, where is my protein? You got to get that protein, girl. 30 grams minimum per meal. Where is my omega-3? Where are my healthy fats? Where is my antioxidant support? And a lot of times this will also be your fiber and your probiotic, which is awesome because veggies can kind of cover a lot of those bases. So the 5 things I want to build my plate around are protein, fiber, probiotics, antioxidants, and omega-3s, healthy fats. So when you do my courses, I put all this together for you in a way that helps you kind of ritualize it as part of your day. And so that's what I want to actually talk to you guys about. I'm launching a January program. I was kicking around a bunch of different versions of what I wanted to do, but this is what I've come to. So I have 2 awesome courses. One is Brave, and that is to jumpstart your break from alcohol. The other course is called Balanced, and that is your roadmap to hormone balancing. What I wanted to do is most people are interested in both, right? But it's really hard to balance your hormones if you are still drinking a lot of alcohol. So what I wanted to do for January, for your reset, and I'm calling it Nourish and Flourish is I'm going to do a 2-for-1. For one price, you are going to get both courses. You're going to get Brave and Balanced, and I'm going to be holding weekly coaching calls. And the first 2 weeks of the course, we are going to be focused on detox. I'm going to put together a detox plan that is going to incorporate all of these daily detox strategies in a way that is easily integrated into your life so that it doesn't feel like a chore, so that it actually feels like you are nourishing yourself, that you are not depriving yourself. So you're not coming from this mindset of like, oh my God, this is going to be so hard. I'm going to have no fun. I can't do anything. I really am going to help you focus on detox and understand the science and understand why this is so essential and so critical for your overall health. And you're going to feel amazing. And then the mindset around cutting alcohol. Again, alcohol is not your friend. It is holding you back in so many ways. So if this January you really want to hit the ground running with a dry January, but you want to do it with more information that is really going to help sit in your subconscious and change you, because you are going to understand the science of detox. You're going to understand how critical it is to your overall health, and it will motivate you because you're like, yeah, I want that. That is the difference in my coaching program. I am not just saying, hey, you're not going to drink, and hey, you're not going to eat this. You're going to like boom, boom, boom. And we are focused on everything you're giving up. No, it is about mindset. It is about focusing on what you can do and believing in the good health that is to come, and letting your brain marinate in that feel good, hopeful place of like, this is what my body needs. When you are confident you are doing the right things for your body, it fuels you. You start to feel like, yes, I am on a roll. But when you are coming from a place of like, oh my God, I'm just going to basically have to starve myself and not have any of the fun food, and detox is hard when you've been eating a ton of sugar, when you've been drinking a lot, when you're disrupted your sleep habits and your blood sugar's all dysregulated and you're craving carbohydrate. It is really, really difficult. But again, your mindset is like, I have to deprive. I help you shift out of that mindset into a place where you're like, man, you are going to be feeling so amazing because you are going to be boosting your omega-3s. It's going to be calming that inflammation in your body. You are going to be boosting your antioxidants, which is going to be going around and fighting all those free radicals in your body and helping your body heal and helping your body restore. It's such a different mindset and such a different message when you speak to yourself in this way, rather than focusing so much on what you're depriving yourself of. So that is what my January course is going to be. It's going to be called Nourish and Flourish. I want you all to join. I haven't even developed like a sales page for it yet. So if you'd like to join, DM me or go to my website, findmyselffree.com, and send me an email, join my community, and I will put you on the wait list for Nourish and Flourish. And again, it's going to be a 2-for-1. You're going to get both Brave and Balanced, and you're going to get access to a community where we meet. You daily access to this community where I will be going on daily and posting strategies and tips to help you detox, ditch alcohol, and balance your hormones. These are the 3 most important things you can be doing for your overall health and your wellness. And I'm going to do it with a mindset of you are going to be thriving instead of feeling like you are depriving yourself. It is awesome. So stay tuned for that. There's also going to be weekly coaching calls. And if you can't make the calls, I get it. Nobody has time. Nobody has time these days, right? But if you do attend the live coaching calls, you get so much more out of it. But I will be recording the coaching calls and then emailing them out so you can watch them on your own time, kind of like a little podcast. You can just listen. This will be like a private kind of like podcast series, I think that's how I'm going to do it, around detox, ditching alcohol, and balancing your hormones. I'd love for you to join. So email me. I want to be in that Nourish and Flourish program, Ellie, and I'm going to offer a discounted price for the early birds that want to get on that wait list. So jump on it. Let's go. And I'd love your feedback to see like what else would you guys like me to include in this content, in this course? Is there something that you're like, hey, help me do this, inspire me? Do you want some sort of exercise routines? I'm open to all sorts of suggestions. So I will be creating this with you in mind. So give me some feedback. I'd love to hear from you. And in the meantime, focus on your detox this December. We are in between the holidays. I know it's hectic. I know it's stressful. I am feeling it too, but your detox doesn't have to be extreme. Start to incorporate these little daily practices and believe like that placebo effect that you are actually, it's not a placebo, but when you harness that ability of your brain to release feel good chemistry because it knows you are doing something amazing for your body right now. Focus on that, hack that, and this will become so much easier. I am with you. You got this. And until I see you next time, go over to my website and DM me on Instagram or go to my website and email me, Nourish and Flourish, if you want to join that new January course. All right. Until next time, I'll see ya.